I don't know why we need all the strict regulations on cannabis, why I'm just allowed to have 50 grams of cannabis at home, but I can have 1,000 liters of vodka at my home. Nobody says nothing. The most difficult part is always fighting with our authorities. I don't fight against my competitors. In the end, we are in the same boat. We are fighting against this ridiculous law. Cannabis is still not legal. The police will come 2 or 3 times a year. They took all your money, they took all your product. If something is really legal, then this will not happen. There are some benefits if you use it right. I'm a huge supporter fan of microdosing. Microdosing is so good, it gives you so much benefits, it gives you so much clearance. I would say everybody should use magic mushrooms or LSD at least once a year, and then I think we will have less problems. My name is Stefan Röhrl. I'm from Hamburg, Germany. I'm in the cannabis industry since over 15 years, I would say. I start my journey in Barcelona with the first wave of cannabis social clubs. We opened up clubs in Barcelona, the Kosh, that for 9 years. Then we had the opportunity to move to Ibiza, and then we moved our operations to Ibiza. I had the cannabis club there. Then Corona hits, was a little bit difficult, but 2022 we sold all the cannabis club businesses in Spain and prepared ourselves for the upcoming legalization here in Germany and get more focused on that. Beside that, I have like one of the most successful CBD hemp companies in Germany. We started that 2018. Nowadays we have 6 retail stores. We do quite good in e-commerce. We are the official partner from the Süddeutsche Zeitung, very conservative newspaper in Germany, and we run the CBD portal on their web domain. Last year, the legalization, we managed to have one of the most successful seed companies. We were on over 7,000 point of sales last year. We managed to have, like, when the legalization starts in April and then was allowed to sell seeds. In the first months we nearly make 1 million euros revenue with B2B seed sales. This was quite successful. We jumped into the medical business and set up our own wholesaler, our own telemedicine. I would say I'm blessed that I work with a lot of good partners. In all my businesses I have partners. For me it's always the key to have partners that you can trust, that you can rely on. On my CBD and hemp business, I work with Philip, a very close friend of mine and partner since 2018, and I can rely on him on everything. One of my biggest strengths is I make something happen. I meet people, I network, I bring businesses up, and I have partners in my back who take care of all the details. And you know, you mentioned how many hours do you work? When you love what you do, you never work, you know. And I love cannabis since I was young, and so it doesn't feel like work. Sure, I always tell people I don't make holidays. Sure, I travel around the world, but wherever I am, there are business opportunities. Since I was young, I like cannabis. When I was younger, everybody knows about the coffee shop culture in Amsterdam, in the Netherlands. And since then, it was always a dream of mine to own a coffee shop and to have a cannabis farm and all that. And I think we achieved all that. I was always in my mindset, like business-driven mindset. And I love cannabis, and you know, back in my days when everything was not legal, you have to do a little hustle to get cannabis. When you have a business mindset, you always try to make some money with it, even if it's not 100% legal or not legal at all at that time. But then you start businesses in that direction, and I always was involved in some cannabis stuff. But then I've become a father quite young, when I was 22, 23. And then you focus shift more what kind of risk you want to take and what risk you don't want to take. And then I was always looking for some legal business opportunities when it comes to cannabis. That's why we start our first operations in Barcelona. Even the times in Spain and Barcelona was always working in the gray zone. it still is not legal in Spain. It's still a gray zone. It's getting a little bit more brighter, not that dark gray anymore. But since I've become a father, I always try to push it more and more in the legal side. Sure, like one of my friends told me, I like that. It's we try to bend the rules but not break the rules, and this is what we always try. Even when it comes to the CBD, to the hemp side, the regulations here in Germany are that hard and ridiculous, like this 0.2 THC content in flowers and even in CBD drops. We have to rename it for what it used. At the beginning it was like a nutrition, then this novel food stuff came up. Then we had it as an aroma product, then they closed that. Now like the CBD drops are mouth cosmetic, and we have to write on every packaging, you have to spit it out after 60 seconds. Everybody knew that's not for that, everybody knew it's helping the people, but the regulations are hard, and you always have to find ways. For example, we just did that the last couple of years when it comes to smokable CBD flowers. We want to have this tobacco tax banderole on it, and we were the one who was suing the German customs until the highest court to get this tax banderoles for CBD flowers to make it even more legal to sell it. And we won the case. That case to my partner Philip. He likes to go to court more than I. I don't like to go to court. I don't like to speak with the police, no matter what. My background is differently. We don't speak with the police. But Philip is good. He is with our lawyer. He's deeply involved in that, and they're on the phone like several times a week for hours. And yeah, they do good. Quite a success to won a court case against German customs. I think German customs doesn't like us anymore, and let's see how they try to make our lives harder in the near future. My plan is that the world is so beautiful and I like to travel. I don't need that kind of real home base. When my kids are moved out, I think the plan for me and my wife is to travel around the world and stay like for 3-4 months at one place, to be more than just a tourist, to be there for at least like 3-4 months to really see how life is at that place in the world. So when you be like that, to have like 3 to 4 different places in the world a year for another, 5 years, then I think you've seen a lot from the world. To work doesn't mean that you have to sit in an office and it has to be a hustle. Sure, it is a hustle what we do, but we take care of ourselves. You want to make sure that yourself feel good and your business partners feel comfortable and good. The real business will be not done in the offices or at the shows. The real business will be done in places like this, at Tribe, after the shows, after this, and when everybody starts to feel comfortable and get more loose, then you build relationships, then you build boundaries. That's why I have really close partners from all over the world. I'm happy now. It's kind of living the dream I had. I have a super nice family. I love my wife. I love my kids. They are growing up. They are happy. I have the freedom to do what I want to do. I have nobody behind me who's pushing me. I push myself, and that makes me happy to have the freedom to do what I do and to work with the wonderful plant of cannabis and make places like Tribe happen. The most difficult part is always fighting with our authorities. I always say I don't fight against my competitors. In the end, we are in the same boat. We are fighting against this ridiculous law. And we are still not done with that, because cannabis is still not legal, even in Germany. And when I look in Europe, it's still not legal. Also, my friends in Spain and Barcelona, they always have hustle with the clubs, because it's just tolerated. It's not legal. We had the same problem like in Ibiza in our clubs. We knew that the police will come 2 or 3 times a year to raid us. They took all your money, they took all your product. Yeah, sure, you can open next day again if you have products and money again, but this is part of the deal. But if something is really legal, then this will not happen. And so that's why I think we are still not, how it's a job not done, right? because we still have to fight to make it legal all over the world. It would look like that cannabis is a product like alcohol or tobacco. Cannabis is not that bad for your body, for your health. I don't know why we need all the strict regulations on cannabis. Why I'm just allowed to have 50 grams of cannabis at home, but I can have like 1,000 liters of vodka at my home. Nobody says nothing, you know. And that's the thing I think we still have to change. Cannabis is so nice. It brings that much benefits for everybody, not just for the real health that they called patients. I think everybody should consume cannabis in any ways. We were always super open to that. We never make it that it's a forbidden secret or so. The forbidden fruits are always the most nicest fruits you want to get as kids. And cannabis was never forbidden. We were always spoken openly with my kids about that. There are some benefits if you use it right. I'm a huge supporter fan of microdosing. Microdosing is so good. It gives you so much benefits. It gives you so much clearance. And we have to make all that more normal. I would say there's huge potential in all that. I would say everybody should use magic mushrooms or LSD at least once a year, and then I think we will have less problems. I'm sure we will have less wars and all that, you know. I would say it starts with the education. You have to educate yourself. But I think what's one of the biggest problems we have right now in Germany, because it's still not 100% legal. We have all the problems with this synthetic cannabinoid products. And this is real big problems, because there are no really, that's an uncontrolled substance. And young kids take it, and because nobody knows exactly what it is, it gets sold legally. It still gets sold at this 7-Eleven. It's still not legal, but our authorities doesn't know about that products, so they don't forbid it until now. But the people, they harm themselves really heavily. If you want to enter the cannabis industry, it's not easy. It has to be your passion. If it's not your passions, better search for something else. Don't go after what brings you the most money now. Do what you love. Go after your passion, because when you go after, you have to do your job like for the rest of your life. And if you do something just for the money and not for your passion, you will be not happy for the rest of your life. You know what I mean? This is what I would tell everybody who wants to enter cannabis. It has to be your passion. We all have to not get tricked from the people behind, and that we don't should fight against each other. It's not us against each other. In the end, it's us against the 1% or the 0.1% above, I would say. Yeah, and sharing is caring, you know. That's if you share your knowledge and your way, I think the people are also answer openly, and they're also willing to share. And so we can develop. I can give you new perspective, you can give me new perspective, and this is how we can create something.